Have you ever wondered why certain people, those who seem to be on a unique path, are often isolated? Why they shy away from large gatherings, prefer quiet over chaos, and seem to walk a solitary road? If you're one of the chosen ones, this speech is for you. Chosen ones possess a unique energy, an energy that sets them apart from the rest. It's not because they are unwilling to connect with others, but because their spiritual path requires a different kind of focus. Today, we will uncover the reasons why chosen ones simply cannot thrive in the presence of too many people. As you listen, you'll begin to realize that solitude is not a sign of weakness, but of great strength. It's a necessary part of your calling, a divine instruction to protect your energy and elevate yourself to the purpose you were meant to fulfill. If you've ever felt misunderstood for choosing a path of solitude, or if you're struggling to find peace in the company of many, then stay with me. What you are about to discover will change how you view isolation and give you the clarity to embrace your journey with confidence. Chosen ones are sensitive to energy in ways that most people cannot understand. The world is a vast network of vibrations, and the chosen few are finely tuned to these frequencies. When they are around large groups of people, they can easily become overwhelmed by the conflicting energies, emotions, and intentions of those around them. It's not just about physical presence, it's the unspoken exchange of vibrations that can feel like a weight pressing down on them. Each individual carries their own energetic signature, and for someone on a higher path, being around too many people can create a sense of energetic overload. This heightened sensitivity is a gift, but it also requires boundaries. The journey of the chosen one is often solitary because they are on a higher calling. Their destiny is not tied to the masses, but to a select few who are meant to cross their path in alignment with their mission. Large crowds and constant socializing can distract from this divine purpose. The energy needed to fulfill their higher calling is precious, and dispersing it too widely among many people can dilute their focus and purpose. In solitude, they find clarity, vision, and direction. It is in the stillness that the chosen ones hear the voice of their true calling. Spiritual protection is another crucial reason why chosen ones cannot be around a lot of people. Crowds come with distractions, lower vibrations, and even negativity that can seep into the spiritual space of a chosen individual. Protecting one's energy is vital for anyone on a higher spiritual journey. Not everyone understands the need for this protection, which can leave chosen ones feeling misunderstood or even judged. But it is necessary to maintain their spiritual integrity and connection to the divine source. Without this protection, the chosen one can be pulled away from their path, swayed by energies that do not serve their purpose. Then there's the matter of vibrational mismatch. As chosen ones operate on a higher frequency, they often find themselves out of sync with many people they encounter. It's not a matter of superiority, but simply a difference in energetic alignment. They are drawn to higher truths, to conversations that spark the soul, and to experiences that elevate their consciousness. In a world filled with distractions and surface-level interactions, it becomes increasingly difficult for chosen ones to find common ground with the masses. This vibrational difference makes it challenging for them to stay in large groups without feeling drained or disconnected from their true selves. Isolation is not a curse, it's a gateway to profound inner growth and transformation. Solitude provides the chosen ones with the space to do the deep inner work necessary for their spiritual elevation. It's in the quiet moments, away from the noise and chaos of the world, that they can truly connect with their higher selves. They can reflect, heal, and refine their purpose. The world may see their solitude as loneliness, but chosen ones know that it is a sacred time of preparation and alignment. This inner work is the foundation upon which they build their lives, and it cannot be done in the company of too many people. Finally, chosen ones form relationships that are selective and intentional. They do not seek validation from the masses or crave superficial connections. Instead, they are drawn to people who understand their journey, who share their values, and who offer mutual spiritual nourishment. These relationships are few, but they are deep and meaningful. The chosen ones do not need a large circle to feel fulfilled. They thrive on quality over quantity. Every relationship they invest in has a purpose, and they are willing to walk alone until they find those souls who truly resonate with their higher path. This speech offers insights into why chosen ones must walk a path that often seems isolated, and why large crowds are not conducive to their journey. For those who are on this path, understanding these truths will help them embrace their solitude, protect their energy, and continue on their spiritual journey with confidence. Energy sensitivity is a heightened awareness that chosen ones possess, allowing them to perceive and feel the unseen vibrations around them. This sensitivity extends beyond the physical senses. It taps into the energetic realm, where emotions, thoughts, and intentions of others manifest in ways most people are not conscious of. Chosen individuals, through their attunement, can absorb or react to these subtle energies, often without realizing it. In large groups or crowds, the diverse mix of energy can become overwhelming. Each person brings their own emotional and mental energy, and when multiplied, it can create an atmosphere that feels chaotic or draining to someone highly sensitive. The chosen one, being more in tune with these vibrational frequencies, might feel the weight of sadness, anger, or tension from those around them, even if those emotions are not outwardly expressed. This constant energetic pull can lead to physical exhaustion, mental overwhelm, or even emotional imbalance. Because of this, many chosen ones instinctively seek solitude or the company of a few like-minded individuals whose energies align with their own. The isolation they experience is not out of desire to disconnect from the world, but is instead a means of preserving their spiritual and energetic well-being. It allows them to remain balanced, clear-headed, and aligned with their higher purpose. This sensitivity becomes a gift when understood, for it enables them to discern truth from illusion, authenticity from deception, and ultimately to follow their path with greater clarity. Being sensitive to energy also means that chosen ones are more in tune with their own internal states. They are keenly aware of shifts in their mood, their thoughts, and their overall vibrational alignment. This self-awareness is key to their growth, as it allows them to quickly course correct when they feel themselves being influenced by external negativity. They are more likely to protect their space, set firm boundaries, and take the time to recharge in solitude when needed. These practices are essential to maintaining the energy balance that sustains their spiritual journey. A higher calling is the internal pull towards something greater than oneself, a purpose that transcends the ordinary and touches the divine. For chosen ones, this calling often manifests as a deep sense of mission or duty that they may not always be able to articulate, but they feel it in their core. It's a relentless drive to fulfill a purpose that they were uniquely designed to carry out, something that sets them apart from the crowd. This calling isn't based on external achievements or societal validation, rather. It arises from the soul, a connection to the divine plan that propels them forward, often in isolation. This higher calling acts as both a compass and a source of strength. It explains why chosen ones often find themselves alone or misunderstood by those around them. Their vision is clearer, their goals more focused, and they operate on a different frequency than most people. Because of this, superficial relationships or connections that do not align with this calling are often left behind. It's not a matter of arrogance or superiority, it's a matter of alignment. They are driven by a force that requires them to prioritize their purpose above all else, and this often leads to a path that others may not understand or support. When chosen ones walk in alignment with their higher calling, they naturally attract what they need and repel what does not serve them. This divine guidance pushes them toward situations and people who are in harmony with their purpose. It also means that they must be willing to let go of anything or anyone that distracts them from this calling, even if it feels difficult in the moment. The loneliness or solitude they experience is often a byproduct of this journey, but it's necessary for the refinement of their character and the deepening of their spiritual path. Their higher calling demands discipline, focus, and often a separation from the noise of the world. The distractions of everyday life, whether material desires, social obligations, or even relationships, can pull them away from their mission. The higher calling, however, is relentless in its demand for attention, requiring chosen ones to remain centered and steadfast in their purpose. They learn that true fulfillment comes not from external validation or the approval of others, but from walking the path laid out for them with faith and conviction. Spiritual protection is a shield that chosen ones naturally carry, an unseen barrier that guards their energy, purpose, and path. This protection comes from a divine source, surrounding them with an aura of light and wisdom, ensuring they remain on the path intended for them. It's not always visible to others, but its presence is unmistakable in the way chosen ones navigate the world. Their journey requires them to be set apart, to walk with clarity, and to avoid entanglement with energies, environments, or people that could derail them from their purpose. The path of the chosen ones is not without challenges, and spiritual protection is essential to their survival in a world filled with distractions, negativity, and conflicting energies. Their heightened sensitivity to these forces means they often absorb more than the average person, which can be overwhelming if not properly guarded. Spiritual protection ensures that they are not weighed down by the energy of others, allowing them to maintain their focus, inner peace, and sense of direction. It acts as a buffer, ensuring that they do not take on the burdens or vibrations that do not serve their higher calling. Chosen ones often find themselves pulled away from large crowds, social gatherings, or environments where negative energy is prevalent. This is because their spiritual protection guides them toward places of peace, solitude, and reflection, where they can recharge and strengthen their connection to the divine. It is in these moments of isolation that their spiritual protection is most potent, shielding them from influences that could drain their energy or cloud their judgment. This protection also manifests as intuition, a deep inner knowing that warns them of danger, manipulative individuals, or toxic situations. It's as if they have an internal compass that directs them away from harm, guiding them toward the people, experiences, and decisions that are in alignment with their higher purpose. This heightened intuition allows them to navigate life with discernment, making choices that may not always make sense to others, but are crucial for their spiritual well-being. Additionally, spiritual protection creates a strong boundary between chosen ones and the outside world, enabling them to keep their energy pure and focused. This boundary is essential for their growth, as it ensures that they are not distracted by superficial pursuits or enticed by fleeting pleasures. Instead, they are protected from the noise and chaos that could pull them away from their mission. The more they honor this protection, the stronger it becomes, allowing them to walk confidently in their purpose, undisturbed by external forces. A vibrational mismatch occurs when the chosen one's frequency no longer aligns with the energy of certain people, places, or situations. This dissonance is not a reflection of superiority or inferiority, but a natural consequence of spiritual growth and elevation. As chosen ones ascend in consciousness, they operate on a higher vibrational plane, one that resonates with peace, purpose, and spiritual clarity. In contrast, much of the world operates on lower vibrations, rooted in fear, doubt, negativity, and material distractions. When chosen ones encounter individuals or environments that vibrate on a lower frequency, the disconnect is palpable. They may feel drained, uncomfortable, or out of place. It's as though their very essence is being pulled in different directions, creating tension and inner turmoil. This vibrational mismatch can manifest as emotional exhaustion, physical discomfort, or even a sense of alienation. The higher the chosen ones rise, the more they will notice this gap widening, making it harder to maintain relationships or remain in settings that no longer serve their spiritual path. Vibrational mismatch also explains why chosen ones often feel compelled to distance themselves from large groups or social settings. In these environments, the collective energy tends to be scattered, unfocused, and heavily influenced by external forces. For someone operating at a higher vibration, this can feel overwhelming and chaotic. The energies clash, creating a sense of dissonance that makes it difficult for the chosen ones to remain centered. They become acutely aware of the vibrational difference and instinctively seek solitude or smaller, more intimate circles where the energy is more harmonious. This mismatch is not something that can be forced or ignored. Chosen ones may try to stay connected to people or places out of loyalty, love, obligation, but over time the vibration gap will become too wide to bridge. The discomfort will grow, and they will be left with no choice but to step back and protect their energy. It's not about rejecting others, but about honoring the vibrational shifts that come with spiritual evolution. Chosen ones understand that their path requires them to surround themselves with those who resonate at a similar frequency, individuals who uplift, inspire, and support their growth. This vibrational dynamic is fluid, meaning it can change as others elevate their own consciousness. However, it's essential for the chosen ones to recognize that their primary responsibility is to their spiritual well-being. As they continue to ascend, they will naturally attract those who match their vibration, creating relationships and environments that are in alignment with their purpose. Until then, they must embrace the vibrational mismatch as a necessary part of their journey, trusting that it is guiding them toward higher levels of self-awareness, spiritual strength, and divine connection. Inner growth is the silent force that propels transformation, often occurring beneath the surface of daily life, invisible to the external world. It begins with a deepening awareness of the self, a willingness to look within, beyond the distractions and illusions that often mask our true nature. This kind of growth requires a shedding of old patterns, beliefs, and attachments that no longer serve the individual's higher purpose. The process can be uncomfortable, as it calls for the dissolution of the familiar and the welcoming of the unknown. Transformation is never instantaneous. It unfolds gradually, like a seed that pushes through the soil, unseen, before breaking into the light. As this inner growth takes place, there's a profound shift in perspective, where the individual begins to see life not just through the lens of survival or success, but through the expansive view of spiritual evolution. What once seemed important validation from others, material gain, societal approval begins to lose its grip. In its place, a deeper yearning for authenticity, peace, and purpose takes root. This transformation is both an internal and external process. As inner growth takes hold, it manifests in the outer world. Relationships may change, as those who resonated with the older version of oneself may no longer align with the new energy. Habits, routines, and even environments may shift as the individual seeks spaces and activities that nourish this newfound sense of self. The external world reflects back the inner changes, revealing how interconnected both realms truly are. Inner growth requires solitude and introspection. It thrives in moments of stillness, where the noise of the outside world is muted and the voice of the soul can be heard clearly. In this quiet space, the individual confronts their deepest fears, desires, and truths. It's here that real transformation begins, not in the grand gestures or public achievements, but in the subtle shifts of thought, the quiet release of old wounds, and the gentle embracing of what lies ahead. As growth deepens, transformation becomes inevitable. The individual is no longer bound by the limitations of their previous identity. They move through the world with a sense of purpose, clarity, and peace that wasn't possible before. Transformation, in this sense, is not just about becoming someone new, but about remembering who they truly are at their core. It is the stripping away of false identities, the dismantling of illusions, and the return to their divine nature. This kind of transformation often leads to a sense of empowerment. The individual recognizes that they are the creators of their reality, that their thoughts, beliefs, and actions shape the world around them. They no longer feel victim to circumstances or external forces, but instead they stand in their own power, guided by their inner knowing and aligned with their higher self. This shift in awareness is the hallmark of true transformation, a deep understanding that life is not happening to them, but through them. Inner growth and transformation require patience. There is no rushing this process, as each step is crucial to the overall journey. It's a path that demands commitment, resilience, and faith. The individual must trust that even in moments of darkness or confusion, growth is still occurring and transformation is still unfolding. Over time, as they look back on their journey, they will see how far they have come, how much they have evolved, and how their inner world has blossomed into something far more beautiful and powerful than they could have ever imagined. Selective relationships are a natural byproduct of spiritual and personal growth. As one embarks on the path of self-discovery and transformation, it becomes increasingly clear that not all relationships are conducive to this evolution. The more one becomes attuned to their own energy, purpose, and values, the more discerning they become about who they allow into their inner circle. It's not about judgment or superiority, rather. It's about recognizing that certain connections either uplift or hinder one's progress. The need for selective relationships arises from the understanding that energy is contagious. When you spend time with people who align with your values, support your growth, and encourage your authenticity, you feel energized, inspired, and grounded. On the other hand, relationships that are rooted in negativity, drama, or low vibrations can drain your energy, pull you off course, and make you question your path. Therefore, being selective is about safeguarding your energy and ensuring that the people you surround yourself with reflect the type of life you are consciously creating. As you evolve, you begin to outgrow certain relationships, not because the other person is inherently wrong, but because your vibrations no longer match. It becomes clear that maintaining connections with people who no longer resonate with your higher self can be exhausting and even detrimental. This process of selective relationships is an act of self-love, where you choose to prioritize your well-being, peace, and purpose above societal expectations of loyalty or obligation. In selective relationships, authenticity is key. You are no longer interested in maintaining surface-level friendships that lack depth or mutual understanding. Instead, you seek relationships that offer genuine connection, where vulnerability is welcomed and mutual respect is the foundation. These relationships are not necessarily about the quantity of interactions, but the quality of presence and support they offer. Each encounter feels purposeful, nourishing, and aligned with your higher vision. Furthermore, selective relationships often involve boundaries clear and intentional limits that protect your energy and honor your path. You begin to recognize that not everyone deserves access to your inner world, and that's okay. Boundaries help you stay focused on your journey and prevent you from being pulled into dynamics that no longer serve you. They are not walls, but filters that ensure your energy is spent wisely and meaningfully. Another aspect of selective relationships is the ability to discern which relationships still hold potential for growth and which have reached their natural conclusion. Some connections may still offer valuable lessons, opportunities for healing, or even a chance for mutual transformation. However, others may have fulfilled their purpose in your life and need to be released with grace and gratitude. Knowing the difference is a critical part of cultivating selective relationships. As you navigate this process, you may find that your circle becomes smaller, but the relationships that remain are far more fulfilling. The people in your life reflect the higher version of yourself that you are stepping into. They challenge you in ways that promote growth, offer perspectives that expand your awareness, and support you without draining your energy. These relationships feel harmonious, where both parties benefit thrive from the connection.